Good morning. Welcome to Booked Up with Beth. Today we have two wonderful, amazing authors. I know you. It's too early on a Sunday morning. Tammy Bradley and Nancy Cleaver. And I read both their books, and I'll tell you what, you guys are going to want to get these books after we talk to these lovely ladies. So first thing we always do here on the show is ask our authors to tell us a little bit about themselves. So I'm going to start with Nancy up in the corner and let her, take over for a minute.
So my name's Nancy. I am a full-time working mum living on the Yorkshire coast. And I write books in my spare time. When I'm not reading, I'm writing or I'm editing. So I love it. It's my happy place. And yeah.
Excellent. Yes, reading is my other thing that I do all the time as well. I do it when I eat. I think I read in my sleep even. So yeah, always reading. Okay, Tammy.
4 or 5 books that I'm reading at the same time, and my husband thinks I'm crazy.
I know. I have a book in the kitchen for supper. I have a book in the bedroom for when I'm sleeping. I have a book for when I'm in the car. I don't read and drive, but when I'm picking up my son from school. No kidding. I need to do that. But yeah, when I'm waiting in the parking lot for my son, to come out of school, I'm sitting there reading. So yeah, always got a book everywhere. That was a good move. Okay. That would be my morning exercise for the day. That's about as much exercise as I do. Okay, Tammy, your turn.
Hiya, I'm Tammy Bradley. I'm a full-time mum of 3 girlies. So very busy life. I write when I can and read. I'm an avid reader. I don't get as much chance to now. I'm writing, and I also do resin. So yeah, that's me.
Yay, you got the girlies. I have 5 boys. They're all grown now. The last one is a senior in high school, but the rest of them are grown with babies of their own. Yay, I'm a grandma. Old lady now.
You're not.
Oh, I feel it, honey. I feel it. Let me tell you. So, Nancy, we'll start with you. The Hidden Queen. Now, I'll tell you, you threw me because we start out with Halia hiding in the bedroom. I'm thinking, okay, this is the Hidden Queen. No, I was wrong. It was actually Adelina. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Who is our Hidden Queen. And she goes through some stuff.
Yeah.
And it just and your characters, Mags was my favorite character.
Yeah, I love her to bits. She's brilliant.
She is. She really is. And you really don't get the full impact of her until the last page of the book.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no. And so I get the second book and I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be right there. No. And I start flipping and I'm like, no, you can't do that. You can't flip. So, okay. I'm because I won't give teasers, but I'm telling you, you have to get the second book, which I did. I already got the second book, obviously.
I promise you, it does catch up and come together.
Thank you.
It was important to kind of know what was happening with other characters during that time period for where book 2 goes. So yeah, not sorry.
Yeah, I know you're not. You did it on purpose. And so there I am at 2:00 in the morning going through my Kindle. And I'm like, oh, no, not going to do this. Just going to have to wait because I had more books to read. And so whenever I get a book 2, it's like, that's a for me book.
Yeah.
It's not like a workbook, something that I'm reading for the show. So I always have to put them on hold until I have private time to read, a for me book.
Yeah.
So it's sitting there just teasing me. Both of yours are sitting there just teasing me, and it's driving me crazy. But luckily,
Tammy's first. Her cliffhangers are just.
oh, hello. Yeah, I know. You're in trouble too. Luckily, my next interview next weekend, I read the book 3 months ago. So this week I get to catch up with both of your books since I've already read that one. So I'm like, yes, bonus time. I can find out what happened. But I know you're both going to leave me hanging again. And I just did this with a 7-book series like 2 weeks ago. I literally went through the entire 7-book series in about 4 days because each one left me hanging. And they were really good books. They were. It was one that I did for the show. And then I was like, oh my God. What?
It's Sharon's books.
No, it was, I can't remember her name now. You can't put me on the spot on a Sunday morning. You see, you guys are in the afternoon already. For me, it's like I haven't even had breakfast yet. Aren't they fun? Oh, you gotta love it. Last night we had a fair here about 2 weeks ago, and they throw candy to the kids. Well, my grandchildren weren't here because it was a nasty rainy night, so they didn't come. But I sat there in the rain collecting all the candy for the grandbabies here, and they sat here eating it all last night. So I had these little hyper kids bouncing off the walls last night from all this candy that they decided to eat. And then they had donuts. And then Pop-Pop came home with a bag of peanut butter cups and Kit Kats on top of it. So, yeah, they had more sugar than all of Hershey's chocolate factory last night. But they were happy. So that's what counts. I came downstairs this morning, and then they got, Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows and chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast. But that's what grandmas do. So, hey, that's okay. Now, when it was my kids, no, you're getting scrambled eggs. There you go. So, see, there went the squirrel. Got to come back again. I'm always after that squirrel. Okay, so I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about the book. And I'm going to shut my mouth. No, you, Tammy. Nancy. You're going to let Nancy talk? Okay. Hanging my head. Okay, the title, I should probably say, is The Hidden Queen. Did I say that?
You did. Hang on.
Oh, there. Yes, it's a beautiful cover.
Thank you. Please ignore, this was the proof copy, so it's got the not for resale on the front, but it was there. So, yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, if you want to give everybody a basic overview without giving it away, see, that's where I'm bad at it.
Okay, so I write about kings and queens and courts and crowns. So this is a romantic slow burn series. There is some spice in there, but the other series I'm working on is much spicier. But that's got to go to my editor yet, so that'll be released sometime next year.
That is.
Yeah, you read it.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
She's telling on you.
Scorching.
So essentially it starts with Halia is, she's been jilted on her wedding day. She's been quested away into this locked tower because, her dad doesn't want her to lose the position of, becoming queen of the Sapphire Court. And, King Rogan, the king of Sapphire Court, kind of gets back from war. He was literally right there at the altar when the message came in that his ally in the Diamond Court was in a bit of a sticky wicket. So, of course, he hops on his horse and goes to help her. Doesn't quite go to plan, and he kind of comes home with a baby in tow. And Henry is like, what the hell? I've been locked up for a year. Nobody's been anywhere near me. I've not even been allowed to see my friends, nothing. What the hell? And he's like, yeah, so the kid's mine. She's going to be queen. She's going to succeed me. But I'll still marry you for show. So you can still have the power and the position. But, this is it. This is how it's happening. And it kind of goes on from there. So there's, it's series is called Court of Jewels series. It's based on the jeweled courts, so sapphire, diamond, amethyst, ruby, and emerald. Way back when the land used to be one whole massive cohesive kingdom. The king only had daughters, didn't want to pick between one and the other. So it was like, you know what, you have this bit, you have that bit, you sit in your corners, you can't play nicely, so each have your own bit. I will marry you off to the most powerful lord, so you're not going to go to a civil war. Eventually it'll all work out and come back together. So book one focuses primarily on the sapphire court and the diamond court, and treachery, and Princess Adelina grows up. She's raised knowing that she's gonna become the queen of the Sapphire Court. She's gonna be the head honcho, and then there's a whole regicide situation, kind of intrigue and political turmoil, and she kind of has to vanish. And in the process of vanishing, she learns more about her past. She learns more about her powers. She learns about her identity, and kind of goes from there. I'm trying not to say too much more.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's very hard.
That's why I let you do it. I don't want to give things away. It's so hard to talk about your book without, telling the whole story.
Yeah.
And yet making people interested at the same time. It's like,
I find it much easier to talk about other people's books. Like when I'm assisting them at signings, I find it much easier to talk about, like Tammy's books, I could talk about for hours without giving you spoilers. But they deserve to be talked about for hours because they're blooming amazing. And I need book 3. Tammy.
Are you telling me I only get as far as book 2? Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
At the moment.
Okay.
It's worth it. It is worth it.
I believe that. I do. And I was telling somebody yesterday, they were like, when they were talking about my books, and we brought up the show, and I said, I used to have a genre that I always read. It was always like dark fantasy and things like that. But through the show, I no longer have a favorite genre to read because I have read so many. I just enjoy everything now.
Yeah.
I have been tuned into so many different kind of things and found the writing so fabulous and the stories so engrossing that I just love to read everything now. I never thought I would have liked motorcycle romance or, the motorcycle clubs and just erotica. Now, see, the stories, I mean, like Pebbles, she writes the most wonderful stories along with it. And I'm like, oh my God. And some things are just, blow my mind. And I'm sitting here reading these things like, oh, wow, this is fabulous. There was some I read that, what do I want to say? Disability romance.
Yeah.
People in wheelchairs and things like this. I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. And just straight up romance. You could not get me. You could have not paid me to read a romance novel before I started doing this show. Just straight up romance. Nope. And now I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, if they don't get together, I'm going to die. This is terrible. Yeah, it changes you when you start reading all different things. And it's fabulous. I enjoy it so much. I'm a true romance fan now. It's incredible. So Vera says, who is your favorite author? I'm asking both of you this. So
for me, Tamara Pierce. I have been reading her books since I was about 10 years old. She writes young adult fantasy with strong feminine leads, the girl becoming the knight and the girl saving the day rather than it being, the dude swooping in. But what I love about her books is they're so inclusive as well. Like before the awareness for LGBTQ plus and that sort of thing, she was including characters who were trans, who were gay, who were ace, arrow, who were from different walks of life. And they weren't like the token character that you would expect to see in the 90s. They were just normal people who were part of it. So I love her books. I've got my eldest has started reading them. My youngest started reading them just recently. He's turned 9. I already have a set bought for my friend's little girl when she turns old enough to read them. That they are just brilliant. So yeah, Tamora Pierce, absolutely all the way.
How about you, Tammy?
Amelia Hutchinson. She is absolutely amazing. And if you haven't read the Fae Chronicles, you haven't lived. That is an amazing series, an absolutely amazing series, and all the spin-offs with it as well. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'd definitely say Amelia. Yeah, she's absolutely fantastic.
I'll have to check these out. I'm always looking for new stuff. It sounds good.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, who is your favorite author?
We just did that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
We did? Okay. Like I said, hey, it's early. I've only had one coffee. What made you want to write?
For me, people, various people have been telling me to write for years. Before I started writing my own books, I was working as a freelance editor, which is how I know Tammy. And some other fabulous authors, and people kind of kept saying to me, you should write, and I went, no, you've got to have an idea to write. I don't have an idea. Turns out I had an idea, and then that idea had more ideas. But I started writing after a bereavement. I lost my nana on Christmas Eve 2022, and we always used to swap books. We were very, very close, and started writing Queen. There's lots of things in there that were different parts of the grief process I went through that I couldn't say to my mum, who I ring every day, because it was her mum, and her mum had just died, so I can't burden her. And I couldn't say to my dad, because my dad has a very different grief language, and I couldn't say to my kids because they'd lost their great grandmother, so I had to support them, and I was looking after everybody else. And writing became a way for me to kind of fictionalize and process different parts of what was going on within my family and outside my family, and just kind of go, well, okay, these are feelings. Let's put a situation that would explain those, feelings that are not happening, but let's get these feelings out. And then it went from there.
Tammy?
Kind of similar thing, really. My eldest daughter, we lost our daughter to the treatment of cancer when she was 2. So after that, my eldest daughter brought me a series of books, and I kind of found it as like escapism, escape from the world, escape from all of the grief I'd got and the wars and things. And I really fell in love with reading again. And then it kind of went from an obsession as reading all these books and gaining all this knowledge, going on all these journeys. And then I kind of was like, well, with certain things, I kind of wasn't like fully invested. So I thought, well, why not write my own? And it kind of went from there. And I've done my take on that genre. So mine are just a tad different to the normal standard genre. And I try to do that with most of it. Yeah. So that's it, really.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I brought up something terrible for you.
No. It's always my answer, and it will stay the same all the time. It's an inspiration for my eldest daughter and my daughter that died, and that's why I'm here. So, yeah, I see it as their.
Well, I can't imagine what that feels like, and bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well.
That's the kiboshing, hasn't it?
You make gorgeous resins, though, don't you, for Lexi?
Yes. Yeah. I make.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'll make resin items. So I'll make those as well as writing.
Oh.
So I'll do like skulls and tarot cards and different
Oh, that's
things.
so cool.
Yeah, I do a lot of those, and that's kind of another way for my mind to kind of work out things, and it's just an ease. It's an escapism with the writing, with the reading, with the resin. So yeah.
I used to paint.
Oh,
I don't anymore, but my son does. He's the painter.
Portraits are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
He's very good. He's doing tattoos now, and he's having all kinds of fun with it. So, yay, go Gare. I want to get him on the show, but he no, Mom, I can't do that.
We'd watch it. Tell him we'd watch it.
I know. I think it would be great. But you know, kids, they're just.
Yeah.
Hi, Sharon. Good morning. I'm glad you found us.
Sharon.
She says, "Who are your favorite characters?"
Oh, that's like picking your favorite kid. Who's her favorite characters of ours?
Of yours has to be Ida. I absolutely blooming love Ida. Can I be her when I grow up, please?
Oh, she's a mess. I love her.
Yeah, she's absolutely fantastic.
She is. She is fun. She has no filter.
I do think Ida, and I do think Bear has got a lot of history, and you know, I don't know why he's the way he is now with what he's been through, and you will learn that with his story. But yeah, he's absolutely amazing, Bear. So yeah, Ida and Bear are my favourite.
When you ask me on the chat who were my favorite, that's exactly who I said, Ida and Bear.
Yeah.
So
I love all my characters. I will say that I do love all my characters, but just that soft spot that you get for you know, I've got so many, but it's just that connection that you have with a few of them that just resonates.
And Papa Smurf.
Yeah. Yes, Papa Smurf. I don't know whether you've met Smurf yet. You might meet him in book 2, honey.
Okay. And now I'm wondering about this. See, you guys got to let me get ahead here.
We won't tell you any more about it, but yeah.
Well, since we're going there, Tammy's book is called Nikolai's Obsession.
Yeah, first one.
And it's Valentina and Kai.
Yes.
And wow, it's fabulous. She is a stripper, or she's a dancer. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use the word stripper.
That's right.
Yes, and she's a mess. I'll tell you what, she can do just about anything she sets her little mind to, and she can beat the hell out of anybody.
Yeah, little pop rocket.
And I'm like, whoo! And I'll tell you what, you know, I'm a stabby girl myself, but she puts me to shame.
And she likes kneeing in the old leather ring.
Yes! I mean, the men fear her knees. I'll tell you what. I mean, this is a true fact that they stay away from this woman's knees. She will get you. And it turns out that, you know, they are Russian mafia.
Yeah.
Which mafia was another thing that I never read before, and I am like all into now.
Oh, Russia, thank you.
I'm serious, and I think the Russian mafia is my favorite out of all the ones that I have come across. And yeah, it's all new for me. And I live close to Philly, which is you know, close to New York, and so we had all kinds of the, you know, around here.
Yeah.
Grew up with it. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, the Russian mafia is new for me. And apparently they are pretty prevalent down in Philly now.
Yes, yes. I mean, with the Russian mafia, it's like called Bratva, which means brotherhood. So with those, they are not supposed to have any family. Once they join the brotherhood, they're not supposed to have any family because they can be used against you. So when I took on the series, I changed some of the rules. Obviously, you've seen we've reading the book. So mine is a take on the Bratva. But if you read true Bratva romance, it's not going to be a romance because it can't be, because it's the brotherhood. They're not allowed any family because it can be used against you. So yeah.
Well, you can see it when you read the book how it is. And yeah, it's so intriguing. It really is. And
Thank
and the characters are just out of this world, I have to say. They are just fabulous. Now, I'm looking forward to the next book because there's so many things that you can do with this. I mean, you have I have to know what happens with Lev and oh, what's her name? Sam. And I have to know what happens with Dimitri and Rose.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just have to know. These things are driving me crazy. And what happens to Kai? And I'm just all sixes and sevens. And I'm gonna have my nose on my Kindle tonight, finding these things out. So yes, she just leaves you on tenterhooks. She does. You have to get these books. I mean, these ladies both are just amazing. And you're going to cuss them at the end. You are, and you're going to keep reading their books. So I'm telling you, once you're hooked, you're hooked. Just be prepared, okay? And the writing is spectacular. The characters are spectacular. I mean, as soon as you just page one, you're hooked. And it just keeps going from there. And I was like, yes. And I mean, I love to read, and when I can get into a book, I'm at my happy place. It's just like writing, and when your characters take over, and you're just going.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing when you're reading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you start reading, and you just slide into it, and it takes you away. It's the same kind of feeling.
It was funny when I was writing Queen, because my kids know if I'm on my laptop in the living room, just leave Mummy alone. Mummy's writing, and just don't interrupt. My teenager came down. He was like, "Are you writing, Mum?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, yes." He was like, "What's happening in your book?" And I went, "I don't know." And he went, "What do you mean you don't know? You're writing." And I went, "Yeah, but the characters are in charge. So go away. Let me figure out what happens. I want to find out what's going to happen."
Yeah.
My friend asked me yesterday, do you know what's happening in the book? I mean, do you have it all planned out? I said, no, not at all.
No.
See, I plan, but like the in Queen, so when they have the scene with, I'm trying to think how to phrase it without giving too many spoilers, but when there's the return to the Sapphire Court and that whole bit, originally that was planned as something much bigger and pitched battles and armies, and as I got to it, I was like, this wouldn't be right for Addie. This isn't how she would do it. She'd be very much concerned about, civilian casualties and things like that. So let's do it this way. And then, as I'm writing it and stuff was happening, and then there was the line I wrote, "Don't touch the amulet." And the book kind of went from going like this to suddenly it's going here, there, and there's all of this, like that whole scene there was just not planned and completely came out the left field. And I'm there, I'm like that. But yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah.
MJ is here. Hi, MJ. He says, being in the zone. That's exactly what it is. It just takes over. In my last book, I don't know where it came from. I just, for some reason, there's chickens everywhere, just chickens. They're chasing chickens all of a sudden. This is a horror novel, but somehow somebody let out the chickens, and they're out there chasing chickens, and it worked. It needed some levity. I don't like just straight horror. I hate slasher movies and all that. Yeah, I'm more into the psychological horror. But you have to break it up every now and then with just a little laugh. So I had these people out there chasing chickens, and it worked. And I don't know where it came from, but those people were out there chasing a bunch of chickens. So
I'm terrified of chickens. Absolutely terrified.
I was going to say, I like.
So this was not something I had planned to have, a bunch of people chasing chickens, but there it was.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to let them take over and do their thing.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sharon. Thank you for coming. Hi, kiddo. Okay. So, Tammy, you want to tell us a little bit about the book?
Yeah. The whole series is called the Vixens and Vendettas series. So it's kind of a group of duets which focuses on a certain couple. It follows a Bradford basically family, and you will get duets with the main characters, which are the Bradford family that we're talking about. Family as in, well, you will get Bears, and he's not, part of the family. You get Levs, he's not part of the family, but they are in the Brotherhood, so it's classed as family. So you will get those as duets, and then you'll get some spin-off books from other people that you meet along the way, other characters. So you've got the Irish mafia in there, the Irish hotties, the twins. You've got Sicilians that you will meet, and they'll get their books. And it's kind of, you can read the duets. So you've got Nikolai's Obsession, the first one, and then you've got Valentina's Revenge, which is the second one. Now, that's the first duet. So you could read that and stay there if you wanted to, but you won't get the whole plot and storyline. You'll get their story so far. So it's kind of, you can pop in and read certain characters that you want to, but to gather the whole plot and gain the true experience of the series, it's by the series and read that. So it's basically my take on the Russian mafia. And there's a lot of twists and turns. There's enemies to lovers. There's with a twist. It's BDSM, if you're that way inclined. There's humour. Now, in a lot of mafia, you don't get humour. And I think at the end of the day, with any person, there's got to be that jovial, that happiness, that, what's the point? So there's humour in there. And I just love how the characters interact with each other. It's amazing. So you meet Kai and Val in this series, you meet all the other characters, and you're basically dragged on a journey through their world and the happiness in there, but also the viciousness of the mafia world. That's it, I think.
Well, yeah, I like the humor in it too. Like I said, even in horror, if you do not throw in some humor, you're just I don't like it without some funny. You need the funny.
Yeah.
Anything that's just too serious is like, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just like I often, you read a book and the people never eat, and you're thinking, I don't know, maybe my people eat too much, but it's people do in a story have to go through the day-to-day things.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's like if you're in there, you're not actually living with the characters, and I like you to be immersed and living what they live. And if you like a lot of them, it's just like the fierceness, the horrible side of it, the downtrodden women, that kind of a universe that you go into. And I'm like, yeah, but life can't just be surrounded onto that art. It's got to have you've got to have happiness in some parts. You've got to have fun, so that's what I've brought out in this series as well.
Well, you did a fantastic job because I absolutely adored the book. You guys were just both lovely surprises for me. I love when I get such wonderful books to read, and I know I'm going to get a happy ending, right, ladies? You're going to get happy endings. I know we are.
It's crossed out at the moment, and I mean, with book 2, one of my ARC readers texts me. She's like, I'm crying. I cannot believe that. I'm crying. I'm putting my book down. And then she was like, right, I picked it up again. She carried on reading. She read the end and she was like, I don't like you anymore. I don't like you anymore. Why? And kind of when I was plotting out book 3 and I was having a chat with, it was actually driving up to Stranraer to Authors Invade Scotland, the Stranraer one that was in August. I was driving up with Sharon Jackson and we were talking about upcoming books and plots and, does this sound like it works? Does that? And I was like, I think I'm going to have to unalive somebody to have the mechanism for this to happen. And she went, no, but yes. I don't know. And we got maybe 20, 30 miles down the road and I just swore and she went, what? And I was like, I know who I've got to do this to. I think it's got to be this person. And she went, no, that would be so good. And I was like, would it work? Yeah, they're going to hate me, but it would. And she's like, yeah, they're going to hate you. I was like, so that's, yeah, sorry, I'm going to rip your heart out, but it'll be all right at the end.
Stamp on it a few times. Rip your heart out, stamp on it a few times, and then, be on your way.
Thanks, Tammy.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that ahead of time. You're just going to kill me.
Yes, it's subject to change. That's the current idea.
Subject to change.
Shannon asked a question. I can't quite see it now. About the Bratva. What did she ask?
Is it about the different Bratva or Irish Brotherhood or Mafia?
Right. It's this centers on the Bratva universe, but the trouble is, for some reason, and I'm not saying why, I need to create alliances. So obviously you will get the Irish coming in, you will get the Colombians coming in, you will get the Sicilian Mafia coming in, and they all need to form an alliance against something. But I can't tell you what.
It's very good, Sharon. It really is. I've already got the second book.
Oh, thank you.
I just loved it.
The forest scene happens in book 1 or book 2, Sharon.
Which one?
The forest scene. I know the basement is in book 2. Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't remember a forest.
You'll enjoy it.
See if you've read it, you'll remember it.
Watch out for the wolves in the woods.
Oh, yes.
She says, of course, some Yakasu. I'm not good at foreign languages. I'm supposing that's Japanese. Too? Do we have Japanese?
I do. It's the triad I've got. I've not got the Yasu. Sorry. I've got the triad. It's just certain, because I've got a character that you find out who's involved with them. So that's the only reason that they're involved. I can't give you any more.
You're making her give things away, Sharon.
Naughty.
Oh. Yeah,
But she's a feisty character. I don't know whether you remember her, Nancy. She
Which
likes
one?
whips. The lady that likes whips.
Whips? Ooh.
She's an artist with whips.
I'm assuming this is an Indiana Jones type character.
No, more like a dominatrix type character.
Oh no! Here we go. Woo!
Woohoo!
Honestly, the forest scene and the basement scene, I was really mad when I was reading them, and I was like, I cannot believe after everything you've put Valentina through that you're doing this to her. Like, really? And I was like getting ready to text Sharon really angrily. And then I finished the scene and I was like, oh, it's okay, I'm still her friend. But
It's the basement scene. I take you on a little journey,
yes,
and
yes.
you got mad with the journey.
Oh yes. But I think I can never remember what chapter it is in book 2, but what's the chapter number? You know, the one where I sent you the picture.
Yes, 23, I think.
Yeah, have
23.
Phoenix with you for that chapter.
Yeah, in book 2, 23. Yeah, I'd get some tissues.
I full on like ugly cried reading it, and I actually sent Tammy a picture. I was like, look what you did.
Ooh! Well,
So,
I'll make sure I have the tissue box next to me.
It's one of the best chapters I've ever read out of any literature. It's so it encapsulates the emotions. It's so well written, and you're just absolutely in this place watching this happen. See, I'm very good at not doing spoilers for your work. You're there. You're literally there as it's happening, and you're getting all of the feelings and the emotions of everyone that's involved in this situation, and just hands down, yeah, one of the best chapters I've ever read in my life. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
Do people still say
It
that?
was
I'm
fun.
probably using old phrases here. I'm an old lady.
I will just let you know that was, like you say, if you think it's so good, it's because it's drawn on personal feelings. So
Yeah.
once you read it, it's a lot of my feelings, family feelings, when you read that scene. So
Yeah.
I've done it justice. Nancy says I have. So yeah, thank you.
Well, you've got the picture to prove it, babe.
Yes, I've got the ugly cry picture. I was like, oh, better.
Wow. I'm not going to skip forward. I will read it through.
Forward, you have to wait to get there.
You've got to go the journey for that to hold its most depth of you.
Okay. No temptation. No temptation. No temptation. Wow. You ladies, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll tell you, you both write very different genres, but you are both very impressive. And I have just had such a pleasure having you on today.
Thank you so much.
And anyway, next time you have a big release, just please hit me up and I will be happy to have you back again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been lovely.
It has. I have enjoyed this so much. My little girl here keeps popping in.
I know, I just can't wait.
Bye.
I'll tell you what, it's always fun for me to have the little kitties around. Oh, they keep me occupied. Keep me young, and something needs to. Good grief.
Books.
I'm on the short side of 60 here. Okay.
Oh.
So, yes, it's time to skedaddle and get my brekkie, ladies. So, thank you both so much for being on the show. And if you'll stick around for a minute after we say goodbye, so I can tell you a few things. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will be here next week with, now I know this lady very well. And it's just Carrie Marzak. That's who it is, Carrie Marzak. She's a lovely lady. Bye, Sharon. So, yes, thank you. And I hope you come back again because you're fabulous guests. And I want everybody to buy their books now. Go do it now. And if you guys want to post Bye, Sharon. We have two Sharons. If everybody will, if you guys will post your links on my page right along with this so everybody can find you easily, that will be great. And thank you again for being here. I'm going to say goodbye. And everybody have a nice Saturday. Love ya.
Bye.